Hi, K2B. It's Mrs. Cook again, and I have a new book for you. And I have to do a shout out on this book to Miss Fitzpatrick in first grade, because the first time I ever heard of this book was when my son Jack was in first grade, and he had Miss Fitzpatrick, and she read it to him. And when he came home and told me about it, I was like, that sounds like a great book. So I bought it, and I'm going to read it for you tonight. And if you like it, don't thank me, thank Miss Fitzpatrick. And I think you're going to like it. Are you ready? Here we go. This book is called Have You Filled a Bucket Today? A Guide to Daily Happiness for Kids by Carol McLeod and illustrated by David Messing. Now let me tell you something. When you see these illustrations, you are going to freak out. Look at how cute that bucket is. Look at how wonderful and colorful all that love is. I want to draw this tomorrow. That's what I'm going to do when we're doing coloring at my house. All day long, everyone in the whole wide world walks around carrying an invisible bucket. I did not know that. You can't see it, but it's there. And it's cute. You have a bucket. Each member of your family has a bucket. Your grandparents, friends, and neighbors all have buckets. Everyone carries an invisible bucket. Your bucket has one purpose only. Its purpose is to hold your good thoughts and good feelings about yourself. You feel happy and good when your bucket is full, and you feel sad and lonely when your bucket is empty. Other people feel the same way too. They're happy when their buckets are full, and they're sad when their buckets are empty. Full and happy, sad and empty. It's great to have a full bucket, and this is how it works. Other people can fill your bucket, and you can fill theirs. You can fill your own bucket too. So, how do you fill a bucket? You fill a bucket when you show love to someone, when you say or do something kind, or even when you give someone a smile. That's being a bucket filler. Oh my gosh, and look, sharing an umbrella, smiling. Whoosh. The stuff from her bucket is going to her bucket. A bucket filler is a loving, caring person who says and does nice things to make others feel special. When you treat others with kindness and respect, you fill their bucket. Well, that sounds lovely. Look how full this one is. It's bursting with a rainbow love and flowers. But you can also dip into a bucket and take out some good feelings. You dip into a bucket when you make fun of someone, when you say or do mean things, or even when you ignore someone. That's bucket dipping. Bullying is bucket dipping. When you hurt others, you dip into their bucket. You will dip into your own bucket too. Oh no. Look at this. Oh, I don't like to see that. Many people who dip have an empty bucket. They think they can fill their own bucket by dipping into someone else's. But that will never work. You never fill your own bucket when you dip into someone else's. But guess what? When you fill someone's bucket, you fill your own bucket too. You feel good when you help others feel good. All day long, we are either filling up or dipping into each other's buckets by what we say and what we do. Try to fill a bucket and see what happens. You love your mom and dad. Why not tell them you love them? You can even tell them why. Your caring words will fill their buckets with joy. Watch for smiles to light up their faces. You will feel like smiling too. A smile is a good clue that you have filled a bucket. If you practice, you'll become a great bucket filler. Just remember that everyone carries an invisible bucket and think of what you can say or do to fill it. Here are some ideas for you. You could smile and say hi to the bus driver. He has a bucket too. You could invite the new kid at school to play with you. You could write a thank you note to your teacher. I like that one. You could tell your grandpa that you like spending time with him. There are many ways to fill a bucket. Bucket filling is fun and easy to do. It doesn't matter how young or old you are. It doesn't cost money. It doesn't take much time. And remember, when you fill someone else's bucket, you fill your own bucket too. When you're a bucket filler, you make your home, your school, and your neighborhood better places for all. Bucket filling makes everyone feel good. So, why not decide to be a bucket filler today and every day? Just start each day by saying to yourself, I'm going to do something to fill someone's bucket today. And at the end of each day, ask yourself, did I fill a bucket today? Yes, I did. That's the life of a bucket filler. And that's you. Ooh, and there's the author and the illustrator. I like it when they show us pictures of them. Then I can imagine when they were writing and coloring the book. So K2B, did you like that book? If you did, make sure next time you see Miss Fitzpatrick, you tell her, thanks for the great book. And I think, if I remember right, I think she has a sign on her classroom door that says, this is a bucket filling classroom. So next year when you're in first grade, if you get Miss Fitzpatrick, you'll be an expert of bucket filling. I think you guys are experts already and you didn't even know it. So tomorrow, maybe you can spend your day. Maybe you could, if you're 5 years old, maybe try to fill 5 buckets. If you're 6 years old, maybe try to fill 6 buckets or do 6 things to fill a bucket. And I bet you'll be done with them in the morning. It won't even take you all day. And if you do finish quick, just do more and more and more. See how many you can do and see how full your bucket gets when you're trying to do it. And then send me a message. I can't wait to hear about it. Okay? In the meantime, I hope you are feeling good, and I hope you are doing good, and I hope you are doing nice things. And I will see you maybe tomorrow with another book. Okay? I love you. Good night.